Alright, welcome everybody to College Sport Check Basketball Scoreboard for this Friday on the 10th of March 2017. And here we go, score some Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and we'll go over some March Madness stuff. We've got some games going on tonight, so we'll keep everybody in the loop a little bit, as we always do. College Sport Check Basketball Scoreboard, available at Spreaker.com, #sports, and at Long Island's Community Radio, CommunityRadioLI.com, and click on the College Sport Check button to bring you to the College Sport Check page. Alright, here are the games from Tuesday. Number 4, Gonzaga defeating number 19, St. Mary's, California, 74-56. Clemson over North Carolina State, 75-61. Wake Forest over Boston College, 92-78. Bethune-Cookman defeats Delaware State, 69-62. Portland State defeats Arizona State, 80-67. South Carolina State over Florida A&M, 82-78 in OT. Mount St. Mary's over St. Francis of PA, 71-61. Pittsburgh over Georgia Tech, 61-59. Alcorn State defeats Mississippi Valley State, 63-60. Northern Kentucky over Milwaukee, 59-53. Southern University over Jackson State, 69-63. Texas Southern over Alabama State, 87-72. Sacramento State over Idaho State, 91-76. Grambling over Prairie View A&M, 81-77. South Dakota over Omaha, 79-77. Southern Utah defeating Montana State, 109-105. And Triple OT. Taking a look at Wednesday scores, 34 games on Wednesday. Number 14, Duke defeating Clemson, 72-79. Duke playing North Carolina now on ESPN. Number 21, Virginia taking on Pittsburgh, 75-63. Miami, Florida, Syracuse, 62-57. Coastal Carolina over South Alabama, 80-67. Texas San Antonio over Western Kentucky, 56-52. Utah State over San Jose State, 92-64. Rice defeating Southern Miss, 86-75. Louisiana Monroe over Arkansas State, 73-70 in OT. Arizona State over Stanford, 98-88. Also in OT. Air Force over Wyoming, 83-68. Penn State over Nebraska, 76-67 in OT as well. California defeating Oregon State, 67-62. Massachusetts over St. Joseph, 70-67. Sam Houston State over Central Arkansas, 77-69. Louisiana defeats Little Rock, 78-71. North Carolina Central over Bethune-Cookman, 95-60. Alabama Birmingham over Charlotte, 74-73. TCU over Oklahoma, 82-63. St. John's over Georgetown, 74-73. Mississippi State over LSU, 79-52. Some more scores on Wednesday. San Diego State defeats UNLV, 62-52 in overtime. Ohio State over Rutgers over Ohio State, 66-57. Virginia Tech over Wake Forest, 99-90. Bucknell over Lehigh, 81-65. Norfolk State defeating South Carolina State, 93-88 in OT. St. Louis over Duquesne, 72-71. College Sport Check Basketball Scoreboard. Some more scores on Wednesday. Lamar University defeating Southern Louisiana, 77-65. Troy over Appalachian State, 84-64. Marshall over Florida Atlantic, 89-74. Colorado over Washington State, 73-63. Texas over Texas Tech, 61-52. Xavier defeating DePaul, 75-64. Missouri over Auburn, 86-83 in OT. USC defeats Washington, 78-73. And that's going to do it for Wednesday. Take a look at Thursday. Actually, some more. Yes, that is for Wednesday. Take a look at Thursday's scores here. Kent State defeating. Hold on 1 second. Here we go. Mississippi State, Alabama defeating Mississippi State, 75-55. Utah Valley over Seattle University, 65-53. Cal State Fullerton defeating Cal State Northridge, 81-68. Fresno State over New Mexico, 65-60. California over Utah, 78-75. Idaho defeating Montana, 81-77. Georgia Mason over Fordham, 82-71. And OT, Tulsa over Tulane, 66-60. Howard over Morgan State, 68-65. Sam Houston State over Houston Baptist, 63-59. Indiana over Iowa, 95-73. Ohio defeating Toledo, 67-66. Louisiana Tech over Alabama Birmingham, 69-51. Vanderbilt over Texas A&M, 66-41. New Mexico State over Chicago State, 67-53. Connecticut over South Florida, 77-66. Maryland Eastern Shore over Hampton, 68-66. George Washington over St. Louis, 53-46. Stephen F. Austin over Lamar University, 75-59. Eastern Washington over Sacramento State, 89-70. UC Irvine defeating UC Riverside, 76-67. The rest of the scores from Thursday: Kent State defeating Buffalo, 68-65. Colorado State over Air Force, 81-55. Northwestern over Rutgers, 83-61. Marshall over Dominion, 64-63. Creighton defeating Providence, 70-58. Ole Miss over Missouri, 86-74. UMKC, they defeat Texas Rio Grande Valley, 82-78 in overtime. Weber State over Southern Utah, 90-70. Long Beach State over Hawaii, 73-62. And then finally, San Diego State defeating Boise State, 87-68. All right, some games going on right now as we speak. Of course, it's a podcast, so we'll throw them out there. Ball State, Akron, Duke in North Carolina. That's on ESPN. Later on tonight, let's see, Northwestern in Maryland at 8:55 on the Big Ten Network. Connecticut and Houston, 9 o'clock ESPNU. Xavier and Creighton, 9 o'clock on FS1. Now tomorrow, okay, some big games tomorrow as the regular season wraps up. And now Tuesday starts the March Madness. All right, let's see, I'm not going to go all games. Let's just pick out some big ones. Michigan, Minnesota, 1 o'clock on CBS. Eastern times Eastern. Alabama, Kentucky, 1 o'clock ESPN. Let's see, and then Yale and Harvard, 3:30 ESPNU. Let's see, that's about the big ones right there. So take a look at that now. All right, let's take a look at what's going on here. So the March Madness starting Tuesday, March 14th. Selection Sunday on March 12th. First four, March 14th through the 15th, and and then you got the first round, second round, March 16 and 18, Milwaukee, Orlando, Salt Lake City, and then March 17 and 19, Greensville, Indianapolis, Tulsa, Sacramento, and then the Midwest Regional, Kansas City, March 23rd and 25th, West Regional, San Jose, March 23rd and 25th as well, the Southern Regional in Memphis, March 24th and 26th, the East Regional in New York, March 24 and 26 out at the Barclays Center. Final Four in Phoenix, April 1st to 3rd. The 3rd is the national tournament game, and that is going to wrap it up. And of course, we'll keep you updated on all the scores and stuff as we get on. All right, so that's going to be it for today. Thank you for tuning in. This is Manny from the Skybox Podcast Center. This is Kyle Sportcheck Basketball Scoreboard.